Hey guys, I'm Manya and welcome back to my channel. I created this look right here. This is a very subtle yet very glam look for New Year's Eve. For all of you guys who are partying or don't really party with a lot of people, just your family members. But if you're like me, you would want to dress up even if it is within family. I'm surely dressing up for New Year's Eve actually, and so this is the look that I created, and if you want to know how I created this look, then please continue watching. Now first up, I'm going to start with prepping my skin. Now obviously I've done my skincare, but I'm gonna go ahead with my moisturizer again because I did my skincare in the morning and I am feeling a little in need of some moisturizer. So today I'm using the Clinique ID. This is the moisturizer that I have been using lately and I have been loving. So I will just take a few pumps of it, just a single one and a half pump of it, and start massaging it into my skin. Now I make sure I do my skincare very nicely before I go ahead with my makeup, because skincare literally changes the game, and that's the thing I have realized over time, that if my skin looks good, then my makeup automatically looks so flawless. Next up, I'm going to use the Smashbox Vitamin Glow Primer. This is basically a new one of the new launches by Smashbox, and it is a skincare infused primer. I inculcated this very recently in my before makeup routine, and this has literally made a lot of difference because it just gives that really nice glow on your skin, that within sort of a glow on your skin, which really looks very nice, and your skin looks very healthy and hydrated. I sometimes, even when I'm not wearing makeup, I just apply this primer and over my moisturizer and my sunscreen and move out, and it literally gives a very nice glow. Next up, I'm gonna go and use the usual Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It literally smooths and blurs out all the pores that I might have on my face. I just use it on the areas where I do have pores. I do not apply it on my whole of my face. I just apply it in the areas where I feel I have pores, and that is about it. Now I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus. This is in Magic Radiance, and I will just spritz it all over my face. This is something I have started doing very recently. Obviously it has been long since I filmed an OG tutorial for my channel, and this is one of the steps that is an addition in my makeup routine because I inculcated it very recently. I use setting spray after almost every step of my makeup it just lasts longer, and the skin looks much healthier and the makeup looks much skin-like. I was seeing Jacqueline Hill's video and she basically does that, so I thought let's just pick it up from there. I just picked it up from there, learned from her, and yeah, that's what I do. Now I'm straight away gonna go with my foundation. I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. This is in the shade Seher Medium 2.5. And I'm also going to mix my MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pink Light with the foundation, and then I will dot it all over my face and start blending using a beauty blender. Now I used a damp beauty sponge to blend out my makeup, and that is a necessity. I will tell you why, because if you go on with a dry beauty sponge, then the foundation will not sit very nicely on your skin, and it will kind of the base might look cakey. And if you go on with foundation brushes, if you can blend very well and if those work for you, then great, but foundation brushes usually tend to leave strokes on the brush strokes on your base, which again make the base looking very cakey and very dry. So yeah, that is why I prefer using a damp beauty sponge over anything else. Earlier even I used to use brushes, but over the time I have started using just beauty blender. Now it's time for my concealer, and for my concealer today I will be using the usual Edigo Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige. I just apply it on the corner of my eye and on the outer corner of my eye, and a little bit on the lids. That is it. So the lesser product you apply on your face, the lesser cakey it will look and the more natural your face will look. So try playing with less product. That is what I have learned. Now I'm gonna go on with a cream blush first, because since it's winters and I'm really into cream products these days. I like how they sit on my face, obviously because I'm a dry skin type. So today I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Blush Bomb. This one is in the shade Bubbly, I guess. Yes, Bubbly. This shade is a little light for me, honestly, but the shade I wanted was out of stock, so I didn't really have an option. I just got this to try the formula, and I really like how it sits on my face, so I use this. Next up, I'm going to go and set up my face. For that, I am using the Huda Beauty Loose Powder. This is in the shade Banana Bread. I'm just going to take the powder on my beauty sponge and start setting first from my under eyes. Alright, as I said, I usually use the Fix Plus after every step. So now I'm going to use this. The time this dries, I'm going to quickly do my brows. For my brows, I'm again using the OG product that I have always loved, the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. Now it's time for bronzer, and again I'm going to use my staple favorite bronzer, the Huda bronzer. This has been like my go-to bronzer since I guess the starting of my channel. This is such a beautiful shade. I really love how it looks on almost every Indian skin tone, and it just does the job beautifully. That is what I love about this. I will also take my bronzer / contour towards my temples and a little bit on my forehead as well. Alright, I feel next we should straight away move to eyes first and then continue with the rest of the face. Today I'm going to use one of my pretty newest buys. This is the Huda Beauty, beautiful Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. This is how the palette looks like in the pan. Really love the colors, love the color schemes, and also the pigment on these shadows is also really nice. So, I'm going to use this today, and obviously since it's New Year's Eve, I think the first line and a part of the second line has a couple of good shimmery shades which will look perfect for the night. Now that we are halfway through the video and we are almost done with our base, I wanted to clarify some things. The first and the most important thing being, you do obviously it's New Year's Eve, you will be there for long hours, you will be wearing makeup for like about 6 to 7 hours at least. So you don't want to make your base too much cakey. As you saw, I just use very less product on my face and try to maximize your skincare, try to maximize the skincare you do before your foundation and before your base, because that is what is going to literally make the difference. And also the reason why I'm using Fix Plus almost after each step is because it helps the makeup to break down, you know. Why we use setting spray? We use setting spray so that the makeup, the powder and the cream products kind of melt down and become one, and they look good, right? And also we want the makeup to last longer. But if we kind of use this after every step, then after every step it is ensured that the makeup is kind of blending together, and it just gives a good base. And that is what I have observed. And also that the makeup tends to last so long, honestly, so long, and it just stays there. It does not move if it is done nicely. Obviously, if you've set your face with powder greatly, and if you've used a setting spray, then obviously it will look nice. And the third thing I would like to say is, obviously, as I said, mention, just focus more on your skincare. Focus more that you have used more hydrating products and more illuminating products before your base, beneath your base. As you saw, I first went with my moisturizer, then I went with my glow primer, then in spite of using a sheer glow foundation, this foundation in itself is very, very nice, has a very glowy and a dewy finish. But again, I mixed this with this what is this called, distro cream with it, because we want to look glowy, to look natural. We want our makeup to look very natural, and we do not want it to look very cakey, so we have to do all of these extra steps. If you don't want to use like 1,000 products like I did, just do your skincare, your proper CTM before your makeup very nicely, and that will do the job, trust me. And also avoid using like a lot of, like I just used one pump of the foundation, and you saw how much concealer I used with now thoda. So just stick to less and try blending it out and just playing with it, rather than covering your makeup or painting your face with a lot of makeup. So yeah, that are a few things. Now let's just move on to eyes. Alright, for eyes first, I think I'm gonna go on with the shade Sandalwood first as my transition shade. Now to deepen the crease, I'm gonna go on with the shade Henna over here and just form out the edges and a crease a little more. Now next I'm gonna go on with the shade Man Eater. It is a maroonish, wineish color, and I'm gonna start applying it from the outer corner of my eye towards the inner corner. Again, making sure everything blends very, very well and looks one. Now I think I'm going to go on with the shade Trust Fund and Fling and mix these and apply it on my lid. Now I'm going to take the shade Cocoa and just deepen out the edges a bit. Now I'm going to take a flat brush like this, and I will take the shade Black Truffle, which is a very black on this brush, and just, oh no, actually no, I'm going to go on with a little more shimmer first. So I'm going to take my Morphe 35R palette, and from here I'm going to take the shade, what should I take? I think I'm going to go with this and this. I mean, I'm just going to mix both of these and see how this looks first. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take these very light shimmers and I'm going to apply these on the lid. I always somehow struggle when it comes to shimmers. I'm going to apply everything. I think there's something wrong with me or what. Alright, now I'm going to go on with this flat brush and the black shade, and I am just gonna like line my lid, but like it won't appear, but it will just, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but just apply a liner very close to my lash line, like very close. You just like literally just this. I mean, I am not very sure if you can see the difference between this eye and this eye on camera, but in reality it literally makes a lot of difference. Okay, the eye makeup is done, and as you can see, I put on some lashes. And now let's just move forward. Now moving forward, first, after you apply your lashes, it is very important that you stick your original lashes and the fake lashes together. So for doing that, you can do two things: either use an eyelash curler and just press them together so that they'll stick, or you can also use a mascara. First apply a coat of mascara on your original lashes, then apply the false lashes, and then it'll automatically kind of stick. Yeah. And in case you forgot to apply mascara on your original lashes that I did, then there's one thing that you can do. Just first take any mascara that you have, just scrap out all the product from the mascara wand, and now just apply it on your original lashes as well as your falsies, and just stick them. Try to wiggle and stick them together. All right, now what I'll do is, now I hope that you can see on camera that there is some space between, like where my eye ends and where the lash band starts. So that space is visible, so make sure you fill up that space using any black eyeliner that you might have, or you can also use a black kajal pencil like I am doing, and just fill that place. Alright, now we will move on to blush. This is one of my favorite blushes that I will be using even today. This is the Color Bar blush in the shade Sweet Scarlet. Color Bar has some amazing blushes, like very nice blushes. I mean, you can see how much I've used this. Look at the halat of this. I just love Color Bar blushes. अब तो पैकेजिंग भी चेंज हो गई है इन ब्लशेस की, and they're just so pigmented, so good. I really love Color Bar brushes. Now again we're gonna go with the MAC Fix Plus. Alright, moving on to highlighter, I'm gonna use the MAC Soft and Gentle, one of my recent favorite highlighters. I have been loving it. It just gives that very natural glow that I love. Honestly, it's New Year, so obviously you want to go all glam and fill your face with a lot of highlighter. And I though anyways use a lot of highlighter on my face. Make sure you apply highlighter on your forehead only when you do not have any texture. If you do, then the highlighter might highlight that texture, and you definitely don't want that. So make sure that you do not highlight your eyebrow bone and this forehead if you have texture on your face. Sorry, I get a little carried away while applying highlighter. Never forget your body. If you're wearing something which exposes your body, that is very important. And lastly, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna take a very small brush. Where is it? I can't find it. Thing like this, and I'm gonna take the shade Blessed right here from this palette and apply it on the inner corners. Alright, I quickly changed into a glam outfit because obviously it's New Year's and it's time for lips now finally. And for my lips today, first I'm gonna go and line my lips with the Huda Beauty lip contour in the shade Flirt. Now I'm gonna go on with my lipstick. I will be using the Maybelline Alice and Olivia collection. This is in the shade the New Nude. And now finally I'm gonna top it up with the Huda Beauty Bullet Matte lipstick. This one in the shade. This one is in the shade Girls Trip. Why can't I speak? Alright guys, this is the final look that I've created. I really hope that you like it. I am absolutely loving the New Year's glam and the whole Christmas feels and the whole New Year spirit this New Year is bringing. Everyone is looking forward to 2021 and I really hope that the year brings a lot of happiness and some peace in all of our lives and some normalcy in all of our lives. And yeah, looking forward to the new year. Just welcome the year with a bash and with the good spirits and good vibes that it deserves, and I'm sure it will be great for all of us. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, also all the products that I've used today will be mentioned down in the description box, so don't forget to check that out if in case you're interested in any of these products, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.